More than a decade ago, a local graphic designer found a stash of old letters in a Stillwater antique shop. Turns out some of those letters were written by a Frenchman, Marcel Marcel while he was imprisoned during World War II. The designer had them translated ultimately and then wrote a book about her quest to uncover Marcel's story.
And joining us now is Carolyn Porter, the author of Marcel's Letters, which is being released tomorrow. Good morning. Thank you for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
So this has really been a labor of love and a documentation of your experience of finding the letters. How did this whole project get started?
I had been looking for a reference specimen to base a font on. I love old-timey script handwriting, so I've been looking for an old letter to use for years. And when I was in the store in Stillwater, I just found this beautiful piece of paper and knew immediately that's what I was going to use.
This is
for
the
this
letter,
font.
and you see on the cover of the book, if we can look at the book, that shows you the script that became your font, and you can see why you were drawn to it, right?
Yes, that swooshing capital M is what he used at the beginning of his letters.
So that's his handwriting.
But it was in French. You didn't know what these letters were.
But initially it didn't matter because an A in French looks like an A in English, so for the purposes of the font.
So when did you say, I need to know more about this story?
I had been working on the font for 9 years, evenings and weekends, because it's not my full-time job. And out of curiosity, I just decided I would have one of the letters translated, and that just opened this portal to this different time. And then I just really wanted to find out more about Marcel and what happened to him.
And so he is a Frenchman that's being imprisoned in Berlin at the
Correct.
time. What did you find out?
So he was living in the Marienfeld labor camp, which was a collection of stone and brick buildings surrounded by razor wire. And in these letters, he both included words of love for his wife and his daughters, but also included testimony about life inside the camp.
Do we know how these letters got to Stillwater?
We do, but it's a mystery in the book.
Okay, so you have to read it to find out.
It's solved in the book. It's solved in the book. What I mean, this had to be profoundly touching as you learn more about the story.
Yes, absolutely. Just these, I ultimately learned that these letters weren't just proof of love, but they were proof of life, and any letter could have been the last.
And well, so you never know where life will take you, right? I mean, you're looking for a font, and instead you find this incredible story of survival during the war.
A great love story.
And a great love story, too.
It's a beautiful book.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And the book launches tomorrow. It's a party from 6 to 8:30 at Open Book in Minneapolis. It is free and open to everyone.
And we have a link on our Facebook page if you would like to buy the book, Marcel's Letter.
Thank you
so much for coming in. Congratulations, Carolyn, on the book.